35-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tack McKinley in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Now Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Deion Jones coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 93 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. So it was 4th down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. 4th down there going for it. But they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Ready! Ready! Hey, Tuesday!
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Drops it off for Coleman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Cassius Marsh in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Goodwin. 20, 10, for touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 78 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. Falcons coming back out here onto the field. This has been a team that's had an interesting season. The rough start, then they picked it up some. As you look in your crystal ball going forward down the stretch, what do you see for the Falcons?
Well, I think on the surface you would think the injuries are just too much to overcome on the defensive side of the ball. But the way they've been playing recently, they put everything on the offense and just asking the defense to do just enough. And the offense is really giving them great play because Matt Ryan can throw to Julio Jones, Mohamed Sanu, the rookie Calvin Ridley, Tevin Coleman and Ito Smith running it and catching it. They're starting to put up points in big numbers and making people chase them each and every game.
And they may want to start to pad some wins now because 3 of their last 4 in the regular season are on the road, including trips to Green Bay and Carolina. On second down, Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. From the gun, Ryan going for the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 52 yards. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 30 yards there. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defense. Getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. Jones, that's caught inside the 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 68 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Operating from the gun, Ryan, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive,
21.
That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
21.
Here's McKinnon. And down to the 36-yard line here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Tack McKinley in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
21.
Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
We got three.
Garoppolo now. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Ryan Looking downfield for Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's second down. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards. On first down, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. To throw again, Ryan. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the play.
Tuesday.
Again, Ryan. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to the booth right after this.
Hey, left.
Throwing again, Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third and goal, Ryan. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. They'll come out in the pistol. They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper from a yard out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half, the same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Bruce Irvin in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
The amount of sacks has been demonstrated time and time again.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. First down now, but that clock rolling. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? See?
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Vic Beasley in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack. And the pressure gets to him again. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! Let's get it.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cassius Marsh. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. So out come the Falcons now. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up because...
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Got 22. 21.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
11 more on that one and another 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks it, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. To throw again is Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Tuesday. 11.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be